friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. I feel like today is probably going to be the day that Hope goes into labor. So I kind of just wanted to give you guys a shot of her to let you see what she looks like, what the posture is like, stuff like that. I checked her this morning and her ligaments felt very, very squishy both last night and this morning. So I'm not really 100% sure when she's going to go into labor. Again, whoever is 100% sure of anything. But I'm going to double check her again just to see what's going on back there. But she's been going to the bathroom a lot, doing a lot of pushing. I don't think she's actively in labor, I don't think. She's very quiet about it though, and she hasn't taken herself away from the rest of the herd, so I'm not quite sure. This is her first time freshening, so I really have to keep an eye on her just to see what her signs are, because not all goats are the same. They all will show you a different way of them going into labor. Some are very active and loud, and some are very silent and off to themselves. They can be silent and with the rest of the herd. So they're all different. They're all very, very different. Gotta be careful. I just found a huge hole. I don't even want to stick my foot in it to see how big that hole is. But she looks really good though. She is doing really well. I've been keeping an eye on all of the goats just because of, Bella being sick and stuff like that. I've really been keeping my eye on them just to make sure that I don't see any more runny stool. I want to make sure that everybody is eating good and going to the bathroom okay, and everybody seems to be doing just fine. So if I can, she's been on to me, so I don't know if she'll let me catch her or not. Now, I just checked her ligaments again, and her ligaments are there. But yet, this morning, she was feeling really squishy back there. So, I don't think she's going to go into labor yet. We might have another couple of days or so. But her udder is starting to fill up, and she is starting to get springy in the back there. When I talk about springiness, if you guys have not heard that term before, it's usually the area around the vulva. It'll start getting like really swollen. You can see it's kind of swollen back there. But that's another good indication when they're going to start going into labor. Some goats will get a mucus behind them before they go into labor. Some will not. I've had multiple goats who have not had any kind of mucus behind them whatsoever, but I have had cows that do. So I think cows, in my opinion, are a little bit more obvious when they're going into labor than goats are. And that's, like, again, that's just my personal opinion. Besides the ligaments, once the ligaments are completely gone, that's a definite good indicator that they are going to go into labor. But so far, nothing significant. So we'll just, again, keep an eye on her, and I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what's going on with her and when she goes into labor and her kidding. Hopefully I can catch it all on video, and you guys can watch it with us. Hey friends, good morning. My name's Jennifer and you're watching Moreau Family Farm. I'm not sure what's going on. I woke up late this morning because I had just a horrible, horrible headache. So I kind of waited until like around 8 o'clock, 8:30 almost, to get up because my headache was so bad. So I got up, came outside, I fed the babies, I gave them their bottles, and I saw Hope towards the back next to the new shed barn, that shelter, whatever you want to call it, that we built for the animals. And she was staying back here, and all the other animals were up at the front waiting to get fed. I figured she was going into labor. I fed the goats, I fed the babies, I fed the chickens, I fed everybody. And I came out, and then Hope was already headed towards the food to go eat. I'm very confused as to what is going on. She has blood all over the back of her. And I don't see a baby or anything on the ground. I don't see a placenta. She's acting like she's already had the baby. I tried to palpate, and I'm not feeling any baby in there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I was looking everywhere through this pasture area, because this is probably just, maybe a couple acres or whatever that we have fenced in with the electric fence. And I see a spot of blood here and another spot of blood right there. I have been looking everywhere for blood, placenta, a sac, something. I see absolutely nothing on the ground. She's acting, I don't know. Like I said, I've palpated her to see if I can feel a baby in there, and I don't feel anything. She's standing back over here, so it almost makes me feel like maybe she had the baby over here somewhere and something took it. Like, that's what's going through my head. At this point, I'm wondering if she already had the baby and maybe a hawk or something took it. We have a ridiculous amount of hawks around here. But we have other predators too, so I don't know. I honestly have no clue what's going on with her. I've never seen any of my... She doesn't seem like she's in distress. She just now walked over here. I actually had brought her out because I was going to bring her over to the other little shelter that we're building over there. But I was just trying to get her away from the cows and the goats because they were hounding her and they were acting crazy because of the cold weather. They were all running around all over the place, and I didn't want to get trampled on. So I had brought her out thinking that she was going into labor. But then when I brought her back in, she came straight back over here and has been standing over here the whole time. So, y'all, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I palpated her and I didn't feel anything in there. I did not feel not any movement at all, so I just don't know. I have no clue what's going on. I am so distraught. I'm so sad over this. Oh, man. I'm just trying to see if I see anything. I see no mucus, no blood, nothing. Oh, Hope. What happened, girlie? I wish they could talk sometimes, you know? What happened? I know. Okay, I'm looking around a little bit more and I see that there's some blood on on the walls over here. Oh, this looks wet right here. I can't tell if it's blood or not. Kind of looks a little reddish. It's like, what could have done this? Whatever it was that came in here. Took everything. The placenta, everything. This was Hope's first time freshening. I am so sad for her. All right, so here's my game plan. I've given her some time. I have palpated her. I've stuck my fingers up there. I feel nothing in her canal. There's nothing there. I've bumped her. There is no baby in her. I know. If there's a baby in her, like, I don't know where the heck she's holding it. I have her up on the stand. I'm gonna milk her out. So in case you guys are wondering, there is some mucus there. But this is the signs of a bag, a placenta. If you ask me, you know, when the placenta's hanging there, it looks like the placenta was hanging for a while. It fell off. Someone or something ate it. Either she ate it or Sergeant ate it, which I don't think he would have, because Sergeant doesn't really care for, yeah, she's just pooping. Sergeant doesn't even like raw meat. So the odds of Sergeant eating her placenta, I really don't think would happen. She probably ate her own placenta, but something took the baby. And I put Bella's little boy on her for just a couple minutes, and he did nurse, but she's not taking to him and he's not taking to her. So I don't really think that that's going to happen. I think he is too old at this point. Either way, I've got to milk her. Hey, babe, do you know where the stepping stool is, or a stool that I can sit on? Well, I guess I could use a chair. I could try to use a chair. Yeah. All right. It's been a while since I've done milking, so I've got to get back in the habit again. So give me a second to get set up. So I'm just using a warm rag and cleaning her up. You can see she's oozing. So yeah. Get the poops out of here. Alright, I'm going to put the camera down for just a minute so I can milk her. Alright, so we are just about as finished as we're going to be right now, I think, anyways, with doing the little shelter over here at the well house, as we call it, because our well is over here. Things are still in the process of getting picked up and moved around and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you what we have done. Antonio just got finished building these really cool doors. What the heck? Something just poked me. Just got finished building these really cool doors. We're going to put Piper and her babies over here because Hope needs to be milked twice a day. So I'm going to keep Hope over where Piper has been, which is over there by Bella. But because Bella's babies need to be nursed or, you know, given their bottle a few times a day. So I want to keep them kind of closer to the house. But I have some amazing news. Yes, we had some casualty issues with Hope, and we don't know what happened to her baby. Y'all, I wish I had an answer. I wish I knew. I wish I could understand. You know, I have no clue. No clue. It's all just, it's kind of like a mind-blowing thing for me. I can't even talk about it. It's really upsetting. It breaks my heart. But Hope is doing really well. And Piper's babies are doing amazing. And they're just big and beautiful and happy little babies. This is one of the little boys that we never see. So I am so very happy that Bella is finally starting to get better. Her stool is normal. She's doing great. Hope, I mean, she still has some mucus coming from the back there. She's got a nice little udder though. I do have to say I am pleased. I'm sad. I'm definitely sad that she doesn't have a baby to take care of, but she's doing okay. Oh, she wants lots of attention, but she's doing fine. I tried to put Bella's babies on her, but Bella wasn't having it, the babies weren't having it, and Hope wasn't having it, so that wasn't gonna work out. But I'm gonna milk her. I milked her already earlier, and I got, oh my gosh, I got like almost 2 cups of colostrum, and then she drank half of it. Don't ask me what happened. I was in the middle of cleaning and I didn't put the milk up yet, and I was just doing a bunch of things, and next thing I know, I turn around and Hope is drinking all of the colostrum. I'm like, what are you doing? But it's good for her anyways. I'm not really that concerned about it, but I still do have about 1 cup left of colostrum that I'm gonna stick in the freezer to make sure that I have some fresh colostrum in case we need it in the future with any of the other babies over here. So I'm trying to get a picture of her udder for you. Again, she is a first-time freshener, and she doesn't come up from she's a little lopsided there. I can see one side's bigger than the other, but her udder's a decent size. Her teats they're small, but they're not as small as what Bella's were. They're a little bigger than Bella's, so that's good. But we're gonna have to be milking her twice a day just to give her some relief. So it's just kind of a bummer. It sucks. You never want to have loss on the farm. This right here is our problem. Golly. It is huge, and it's here all the time. I know, it's just looking for its next meal. Anyways, that's what I think we've been dealing with. I don't know. I do not know. But starting to look like a normal barn stall. We got their mineral and grain set up over there with their water. The hay feeder. The heat lamp. The pine shavings. Happy babies. Cute little babies.
Let's go get the tarp.
And we are going to run to Harbor Freight and pick up 1 or 2 more tarps, just to make sure that we have plenty of protection from rain, which I think we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. So all these weeds and stuff here, that'll end up getting out of here before you know it.
Okay.
Mama's doing great. Babies are doing great. And I like it in here. I like this little setup. It's very cool. Very, very cool. And did I mention how cool these doors are? So actually, the cool thing is we have more of this metal. I'll show you what it looked like before. So these right here, we have 1, 2, 3 more. But one of those made both of those doors. Is that correct, babe? One of these made 2 doors, right? So we potentially have 6 more gates that size. So what I told Antonio was I would like him to make 2 more doors for over there where, well, Hope's not in there right now, but Hope and Bella are going to be over there. But for the most part, that's it. And until next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.